Assalamu alaikum and good day. My name is Arshad bin Muhammad Amir. I would like to present my research on excellent English teachers, a view from English teachers. Quality of English language teaching in school is under scrutiny because Malaysians' English proficiency is in decline. Among the factors considered is teachers' practice. So in order to improve learning outcome of students, people are asking what is considered to be excellent practice in the profession. The aim of this research is to investigate what is considered excellent practice of teaching. The main research question is, what are English language teachers' view of excellence in English language teaching? The research objective is, what are the top 10 criteria of excellence of English language teaching as perceived by English teachers? Policies have been implemented in order to improve the quality of teaching in the form of performance assessment done annually. However, stakeholders are still saying that English teachers are still in decline in terms of quality. So the concept of quality here is needed to be explored. 8 studies were reviewed and 4 aspects were found in the 8 studies, and they are student-centered, teaching strategies, professional development, and student engagement. Before 2010, it shows that teachers' credentials are not very much highlighted, but after 2010, teachers' credentials like education background, teachers' knowledge, and skills are being looked at. This is a summary of the 8 studies reviewed. The criteria of excellent teacher. The 4 most important mentioned just now are student-centered, teaching strategies, professional development, student engagement. The least 4 important are cooperation with community, education background, years of teaching, and gender. A questionnaire was adapted from the Office of Educational Innovation and Evaluation, De Bruyne Institute, United States. There were 68 items originally and 6 items were added pertaining to teachers' background. Each item have a Likert scale of 1 to 4, 1 being not important and 4 being very important. The construct covers teacher background, classroom culture, content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, assessment and motivation, and personal belief. The questionnaire was distributed among English head panels of an education district in Johor. 25 English teachers responded. Frequency of response and mean scores were calculated and analyzed. Once the questionnaire was analyzed, the mean scores were ranked and the top 10 items were identified. The highest item is item 72, where teachers believe all students can learn, with a mean score of 3.64. And number 10 is item 14, where teachers actively pursue opportunities to learn how to become better teachers, and the mean score is 3.48. For further discussion, it is found that personal belief seems to be central to the teacher's response in this study. The items regarding believe all students can learn have the highest mean score of 3.64, where 72% of the respondents rated the item as 4, being very important. The next item is have passion for teaching, with a mean score of 3.56, where 68% of the respondents rated the item as 4, being very important. And the other item is believe that their teaching is affected by both their attitudes and skill, with a mean score of 3.56, where 64% of the respondents rated the item as 4, being very important. This seems to be in line with a previous research where teachers who are teaching high-achieving students do have the belief that students can learn and would learn, and that teachers' attitudes and skill do influence teaching practice. It may seem that teachers' personal belief is still important to the teachers themselves in order to become excellent English teachers. The next item, which is second in the list, is regarding classroom environment. The item is create an environment that advances students' learning with a mean score of 3.6, where 64% of the respondents rated the item as 4, being very important. The next item is 4 being very important. The next item is create an environment that advances students' learning with a mean score of 3.6, where 64% of the respondents rated the item as 4, being very important. The next item is 5 being very important. The next item is 6 being very important. The next item is 7 being very important. The next item is 8 being very important. The next item is 9 being very important. The next item is 10 being very important. The next item is 11 being very important. The next item is 12 being very important. The next item is 13 being very important. The next item is 14 being very important. The next item is 15 being very important. The next item is 16 being very important. The next item is 17 being very important. The next item is 18 being very important. The next item is 19 being very important. The next item is 20 being very important. The next item is 21 being very important. The next item is 22 being very important. The next item is 23 being very important. The next item is 24 being very important. The next item is 25 being very important. The next In an older study, classroom environment criterion is considered as the seventh criteria, as stated by Hilgerman and Blodgett. However, in another study, item 25, which is this item, had the highest mean score. So this comes to show that classroom environment created by excellent teachers is becoming more important nowadays. Next item is content knowledge. Content knowledge is placed fifth among other items, which is to have subject content knowledge mastery of the English language. It has a mean score of 3.56, where 56% of the respondent rated the item as 4, being very important. In a previous study, this item is not among the top 20 of the mean score ranking, and content knowledge is considered as a ninth principle from 13 principles as stated by De Bruyn and De Bruyn 2009. It may seem that many English teachers places mastery as being more important because this may be due to the fact that English teachers are now being screened to find out their proficiency level. 3 items regarding professional development is in the top 10 list, but 1 item is on the 6th place, which is desire to be excellent teachers with 3.52 as its mean score. For number 9, create a desire in others that they too can and should aspire to be excellent teacher has a mean score of 3.48. And the last place goes to actively pursue opportunities to learn how to become better teachers with a mean score of 3.48. This is in contradiction with previous study where professional development is 4th place out of 20 items. It may seem that the desire to become excellent teacher is not as an important criteria compared to personal belief and content knowledge. And in Malaysia, it may seem that teachers enter the service for altruistic motives as found by Kiao in 2006. Items regarding student engagement has a mean score which is lowest 4 in the list. It has a score of 3.52. The next item is student-centered. Student-centered is the bottom 2 of the list of items, which is knowing cognitive ability of the student with a mean score of 3.48. For student engagement, this may be low because in a previous study, it is found that teachers are less engaged because of the existing burdensome workload that the teachers have in school. Also, teacher trainers found that students are not used to active learning. For student-centered, which is to know the cognitive ability of the student, it is possible that it is not a priority because in Malaysia, most classes are streamed, where most primary school begins with students being assessed and grouped into class. And also at the same time, they may be constrained by the syllabus and also the class organization. To conclude the presentation today, I would like to repeat the objective of the research, which is what are the top 10 criteria of excellence of English language teaching as perceived by English teachers? The items was analyzed and 10 items had a high mean score between 3.45 and 3.65. The highest item relates to personal belief and followed by classroom environment. The 5 highest item mean score highlights that the respondents emphasize on personal beliefs, students' environment, teachers' knowledge. Item for professional development have a middle range, mean score and also the lowest mean score among the 10 items. This study would serve as a guide for compiling a framework of English excellent teachers.